Ellipses woke me up. I don't exactly remember what I dreamt. But apparently it was a happy dream because I was pitching a tent and what I dreamt of, but it left a heavy impression, as the afternoon naps often do. So this last day is just kind of flying by, nothing really happening. I don't know, I haven't made a choice yet. It's probably going to be the choice at the end of Alice or Lena. I wonder if this happens regardless of who you go after in that scenario, that Lena and Alice are already tied together. So if I went down Alice's route, I'd still have to deal with this kind of thing of her, Lena type thing. Anyways, I put some effort into getting off the bed and looked at the clock. It was just after 7. Not surprisingly, if you think about it, I should have expected to sleep for today. Although, as it turns out, I missed dinner as well. That thought made me uncomfortable as I headed to the exit. Excuse me. I stepped on the threshold and thought of what to do next. I don't know how long I would have stood there. My head was still heavy after sleep if someone hadn't called out to me. Sylvia was walking. Actually, what happens if I go down her route? Because she seems to be the main female, because she's the first one you meet and stuff like that. See, I'm wondering this now because it seems like I'm getting close to the end of the first run. Anyways, I don't know. Then again, I'm assuming a lot of this. Anyway, Sylvia was walking towards the cabin. Simone, she started breathlessly. Are you sure you don't have the infirmary key? Of course not. Why would I need it? Well, do you know who took it? Didn't you ask me this already? No, I don't know. Why? Well, something has gone missing. What? Something important. Well, in Russia, vodka, very important. Celia hesitated. Some medication lad, if you know what I mean. Some of the creature lad is gone. So all this disturbance was because of some medicine? Although, I pondered. I mean, I have the bottle in my cabin. Did she mean that? I tried to keep my face still as stone, without doing anything to give myself away. Okay, I totally didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what you mean about the missing vodka bottle. I mean, missing medicine. I'll just be walking over here. I did nothing wrong. Just walking away. Completely innocent. Sorry. Anyways. Well, okay, lad. Sylvia said in frustration. What's so important about the vodka? Anyways, I looked at her and tried to figure out how bad the situation was for me, or whether I was in trouble at all. On one hand, the vodka, I did steal it, technically. You know, technically, but they don't know that. Then again, she's saying it's gone, as in disappeared, all by itself, with no external influence. Although it's highly unlikely that she would say the bottle of trophy vodka was stolen from the infirmary. Oh, whoa, hold on, I missed that. What was that? Although it's highly unlikely the bottle of infirmary. So the way it was said was okay. The problem was different. I suddenly got really scared. What if they found out that it was me? Even if it wasn't about the bottle, they still found it while looking for what was gone. Basically, I had to get a move on and move the funky town. And the main thing to do right now was get rid of the evidence. Here, let me get rid of my evidence. Delicious evidence. I jumped into the cabin, shoved the bottle onto my belt. Just pour it out the door. Water it. Just pour it. Claim you piss on the ground, whatever. Just don't be caught with it, you genius. Burying it somewhere was the best decision. No, pouring it out. It's liquid. It evaporates. You said it was hot. Burn it even. I took my time for a spot. Looking for a spot. Not noticing night was falling on camp. A familiar voice surprised me. Hey. I struggled to turn back, making my face look as casual as possible. So, what's going on here? Oh, I'm walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I go out walking alone, looking for you. Anyways, alone at night in the woods. Well, yeah, what's wrong? Nothing. Nothing at all. She stared at me. Okay, then I'll... Hold on. Aren't you forgetting something? No, I'm wearing pants. I don't think so. We had an agreement. About tonight. I think she's right. There was something like that. Yeah, but you see... No, I don't. Let's go. She turned around and gestured me to follow. I thought there was no point in arguing. Any word or action would give me away. And then, sighing, I followed. Wait a minute, just to your room? What about Ulsa? Oh, is that a cat poster? I don't think she had that last time. Again, Detroit Deaf City or Deaf Metal. I forget. Again, that's the wrong time frame, isn't it? Anyways. Trying to look for anything suspicious in their room. A suitcase? Flip-flops, umbrellas. No, nothing standing out really. Screams out joking, but anyways, a couple of minutes we reached our cabin. While we were walking, I was busy trying to find the best time and place to ditch the vodka, but Alice stayed so close that I couldn't imagine anything. Again, if you just poured it outside your window, would have been fine. Well, she started at me. Well, what? I was so nervous that my hair was wet with sweat. The only thing on my mind at that moment was how to adjust the bottle so she wouldn't notice. What do you say about the bulge in my pocket? It's a vodka. What? No. About what? Alice Okay. I guess you're right. I brought you here so I'm the one to decide. Oh, okay. I agreed. Sure. Hold on a minute. She rushed under the bed and in a few seconds pulled out the bottle of... Yeah, I kind of figured that. I was... Really? You were shocked? I saw it coming a mile away, honestly, but... Surprise, huh? Of course. Not by the vodka itself, but by the fact it was the exact bottle I carried to the infirmary this morning. The murky contents gave it away. So, Alice looked at me teasingly. What? Want to take a shot? Shot. I don't even know what to say. What she had was just rotten water. The real vodka was in my pants. Well, I kind of... Don't tell me you don't drink, Alice pouted. I don't know. No, I just... Alright then, just a second. And in an instant, Alice got 2 glasses and filled them to the... No, vodka, shot glasses. You do not drink vodka in full glasses. Little shot glasses. Because, man, that stuff goes a long way. Well, the good stuff. Then again, I think he said it was the bad stuff. Anyways, let's do this. She said, giving me one of the glasses, and downed hers before I could answer. Crack! She gasped. In a moment, she realized. What on earth is that? She started spitting. They call this vodka? Despite my difficulties, I couldn't help laughing. What are you laughing at? Alice shouted, red in the face. I'm asking you what's so funny? Am I funny? Ha ha? Or it's actually funny. So you're having fun. Drink yours. We'll see how you laugh then. I had no desire to try the stale water, but just to avoid making her suspicious, I asked, "So, how does it taste?" "Like rotten water." "Well, that's vodka for you," Alice said, upset. I was just going to relax a bit, have culture timeout, and then a culture timeout, I repeated as a new bout of laughter bent me in half. "Hey, stop it," Alice shouted and jumped at me. She was trying to hit me or bite me or take off my pants or something. Maybe her plan was to crush me to death with her authority. I just grabbed her hands and all she could do was grasp in powerless anger. All was going fine, but then Alice's legs slid and she began to fall. I let go of her hands and she fell right on top of me, painfully headbutting me in the nose. I moaned in pain, threw her off, and turned on the side. What do we have here? When I realized she had taken the bottle, all the pain disappeared. "Give it back." I tried to get the bottle back, but Alice nimbly jumped off the bed and ran as far to the far corner of the room. Let's see. She immediately removed the cap and took a big gulp. In a moment, her face went red and her eyes seemed to pop out of her sockets. "Wait, what is this?" she gasped while coming back to her senses. "That is the actual vodka. It seemed to have come to terms, I seem to have come to terms with my defeat. But where did you get it?" "You really thought you had stolen the right one from the infirmary?" She nodded. "Well, it was the right bottle, sure, but the contents." "Man, you're clever." She was already starting to slur her words. "Really, one gulp? Well, she is a lightweight, literally." Alice came to the window, poured the water out of my glass, and replaced it with vodka. "Come on!" "Oh, I really don't wanna." "Really? This is not the right time nor place. Drink it, or else I'll tell everyone you stole the bottle." "But it was you." "Well, you had the vodka, though." "You can't prove that." "You think I even have to?" Alice said maliciously. Unsure what to do, I stared at the glass. What's important is to get rid of the vodka. This just was one way of doing it. Seems logical, right? I breathed out absurdly and swallowed the contents of the glass in one quick motion. Again, shot glasses, not full glasses. You crazy Russians and your vodka. A short moment afterwards, I regretted that. "Got any food to chase this?" "Wait a second," Alice said excitedly and pulled a huge stick of ham. Ham out of a drawer. Out of a drawer? No. Ham drawer. Anyways, ham drawer, yeah. Drawer ham. Ham from your drawer. It's the best kind of thing. I tore it from her hands and bit a big piece off. Phew. So, how was it? The ham or the vodka? You're asking? Excuse me, that's the whiskey, not the vodka. But similar reactions. It's not like I had a full-strength booze every day, you know. I don't really understand how I agreed to this so easily. You're a slush. Just like me. Speaking of slush, I'm out of whiskey. I need to go get a refill here soon. Well, how was it? Like double bubble with vodka. Alright, time for another round then. She opened a bottle and poured us half a glass each. Don't you think that's enough? No, I can still feel my face. Well, since we've already started, the alcohol was starting its work. Without a second thought, I gulped down the vodka. The bass started to kick in. Or was it my heart? Couldn't tell anymore. I was dancing, having fun, getting drunk with a hot, sexy young woman. Yeah. And what? Alice was definitely less experienced. She was having some trouble with her second glass. By the way, I'm still in the body of a, say, 18-year-old, so my body's not exactly all that great with it either. I may be mentally able to handle it, but physically, it's going to affect me like I was an 18-year-old. There you go. There's a, how does it? She seemed really drunk already. If you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen, I said merrily, pouring myself some more. Somewhere deep inside, I realized it was too much, but the gun was already loaded. How about me? Alice was outraged. Haven't you had enough already, little girl? No! She grabbed the bottle from my hand and started drinking straight from it. Hey! Don't bogart. We have glasses, you know. Screw them! And screw you. That's good. She shouted and roared in laughter. This is so cool! She said, catching her breath. Sure, it's not bad. I looked at the bottle. We went through 2/3. I was definitely drunk by this point, and Alice seemed even worse. Then again, there was barely any left. I sighed and poured a full glass for myself and a half for Alice. That's all. With those words, she chucked the bottle from the window. What if they find it? Oh, who cares? Who cares? We'll worry about that later. Let's just talk about how sexy I am. Anyways, sorry. It's funny, I'm trying to pretend to be drunk when I'm actually drinking. Just let the beat go. Anyways, we both laughed. Okay then, for all the ladies' presents, I grunted and drank. And for all the gentlemen, she followed my lead. I'm getting dizzy. The room's been spinning for ages for you. Wow. Ooh. Getting a little warm in here, isn't it? She undid a few buttons on her shirt. I carefully looked at her. You're supposed to carefully look away, but sure. Had she always been this beautiful? You're drunk. Otaku, go home. I am home. Alright, I'm gonna get more drunk then. Or is everyone this? Yes, you are what's called drunk glasses. Or booze. Anyways, what? Whichever it was, I could not force myself to look away. You're gonna stare a hole right at me if you keep going like that. Alice laughed. Sorry, I'm drunk. Embarrassed, I stared at my feet. You can look if you're so interested. With some effort, I opened an eye and saw her continue to unbutton her shirt. No words could escape my mouth. Even the band left. The band was so surprised they stopped playing is what I meant to say. Who needs words at a moment like this? And we are back in Steam edit mode. Thank you, Steam. If I play this game again, there's a file I downloaded that you can insert to the Steam file, and it doesn't do the censorship thing. What happened then was supposed to happen. At the time, I was unable to think of what was right to do, and I didn't want to. It just felt good. Ellipses watched creepily in the corner. The light bulb burnt out, or one of us turned off the light, but either way, the room went dark. So now it's appropriate, Steam, to edit this. I looked about her cabin and thought of something. Where's Ulsa? What? You're afraid someone will come in and see us? She grinned warmly. Could happen. I asked her to spend the night at another girl's cabin. Wait, so you planned all this? Well, not something like this, of course. She looked at me and smiled. She looked at me intensely, smiled, and closed her eyes. Yeah. I stared at the ceiling for a while and soon heard quite a deep breathing. Alice was asleep. My head ached suddenly. The alcohol seemed to be wearing off. Well, he sweated a lot of it out, I guess. Best thing to do in this case is to follow her lead and get some sleep as well. Before I finished the thought, I was already fast asleep. Is that the end of day? Wow, it is. That was hey, you're back, but you're wearing clothes this time. Hey, that's only an hour. Normally a day is 2 hours. So, normally here I would end the video, and I guess I should still. I should end the video here, I guess, because that seemed like a short day. I don't know how much longer this is, but I'll play again. But I'll end the video here because that's a natural break. So, yeah. So what was happening? And by the way, I should save here. So, save game, empty slot, save game. There we go. So, I'll continue playing, but again, so there was day 7. Apparently we fucked Alice. I didn't see that coming at all. Wow. I literally didn't see it coming at all because Steam censored the hell out of it, but yeah, that was okay. So, apparently we fucked Alice. So, now let's see what the consequences are of the morning after. How will this affect our relationship with Lena? Our chances with the nurse and Olga? Yeah. We'll see what happens next time on Everlasting Summer. Anyways, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.